What's up guys, it's CJ and welcome back to another video. So I've been playing the Call of Duty Cold War beta a lot recently, and I've decided to mess around and make a gun that I believe is the fastest in the game. So there's two different loadouts. There's one that's really fast, like sprinting speed, and one that's really fast scoping in and like walking while you're scoped in. So right now in the background you're seeing me play with the AK-47, which was my main gun. They nerfed it recently, but back when I played with it, it was a really average gun, like at least speed-wise. Damage-wise it was really good, but like movement speed-wise it was pretty average. I evened it out with some attachments. But today I decided I would mess around and make and use this one gun that has the highest speed out of any gun except for one SMG. This gun is the QBZ-83. So you can see that it has a really high speed compared to all these other guns. Its speed is the highest. It has the same speed as the Milano 821, but I wanted an assault rifle just because it has longer range. And so yeah, we went with the QBZ-83, and I have two loadouts with it. One that is really fast, where your movement speed is the highest, and one where you scope in crazy fast. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the one where you scope in crazy fast, so you can see how much of a difference it makes when you scope in. Alright, so here's the first gun. It is the fastest moving while aiming, and also fastest to aim in. As you can see, this is crazy fast to scope in. It's almost instant scoping. I think it's like half the speed or something like that, like to scope in. Like it's something just insane. Like if you're on controller, this could be like a crazy gun just for aim assist wise. Just super fast scoping in speed. Like there's really no reason to hip fire on this because you'll scope in so quickly. I still think it's crazy how fast you can scope in. I believe I'll go over all the attachments in a second, but I believe it's like plus 50%, or it's like, yeah, plus 50% movement speed, or scope in speed. So it's crazy. Alright, and as well as being the fastest scoping in gun, it is also the fastest aiming down walking gun. So while I think you might be able to make it a little bit faster, but I'm not 100% sure, but while aiming down sight, I believe it is the fastest gun while walking. So I could move like this around. A lot of other guns you'd be walking like way slower, but moving, I mean, it's not as fast as walking like this, but it's I don't know, it's way faster. Normally you wouldn't want to go for that on an actual gun setup, but for this I was just going for speed wise, and so it just kind of fit. It just kind of fit for speed, and then I realized that you could actually make a sprinting speed. So this is not the fastest sprinting speed, but it is the fastest walking and aiming in, especially aiming in. Aiming in, it's insane. I know I could take off the suppressor and get a little more bullet velocity or a little bit more range on it, but I wasn't really trying to go for damage. Just trying to mess around with speed. Yeah, this gun is honestly not very good when it comes to actually shooting people, but in terms of speed, oh yeah, it's definitely the fastest. Alright, now we're going to do a speed test. So I'll start, say, at this manhole right here, and I'll go to the end of the bus. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And here. Alright, you know, I'll go one more. I'll go from this bus all the way to that van. We'll see if I can make it there without dying. So yeah, this gun is definitely the fastest gun in the game movement speed wise, but now we're going to go ahead and get into the setups. So the first one that we did was the fastest aiming in speed. Now if we take a look at this, I didn't include an optic, but if I would have chosen the Microflex LED, because it is just a classic red dot sight, very similar to the ones in the previous CODs. It's just an all-around, just classic, nice RDS. The muzzle, I put the agency suppressor, not 100% needed, doesn't increase or take away any sort of speed. I just want it on there because it's the best muzzle, but it is not necessary. For the barrel, I put the extended because all the rest will decrease movement or aiming speed, and I did not want any of that. I just wanted the same, just a normal barrel. I didn't want it to have any negative effects. Body, put the flashlight, get that reveal distance because both these two last lasers, they decrease aiming speed, and I don't want that. You could go with the steady aim laser if you wanted a hipfire accuracy, but I just went with the flashlight for that reveal distance. For the underbarrel, I got the infiltrator grip because it actually increases aiming speed, and a few of these other ones reduce some speed, or they don't give the kind of speed that I want for the aiming speed. So I'm gonna go with this infiltrator grip for the aiming move speed. For the magazine, I went with the 40 round drum because the rest of these will decrease aiming speed, and I don't want that. We want to get the highest aiming speed in here. And for the handle, I put the task force rear grip because it increases aiming speed, but it decreases sprint out speed. So we will not be using this for the fastest running one. And for I could have used the Warden tight grip, but it only gives 15% aiming speed, and so we wanted that 25% aiming speed. For the stock, I've got the commando assembly because it gives you plus 40% aiming move speed and the shooting move speed plus 5%. And so this is big for moving around while you're aiming in, and that's kind of what I wanted. It has a negative hipfire accuracy, but that's not a huge deal. Now we're going to take a look at the fastest moving gun. It's going to be very similar to the last one, but it's going to be a little bit different, and that little bit matters a lot. So the optic, still an optic, I would still suggest the Microflex LED if you want to. Muzzle, agency suppressor, still not very required. You don't need any muzzle for these guns. It's just the best muzzle in my opinion. Barrel, I put the extended again because you don't want any decrease. Body, I put the flashlight because that decrease. I put the patrol grip for the underbarrel because I want the sprinting move speed. Down here, there is all this other move speed. Base move speed is just overall move speed, but the sprinting move speed is what I want the most because I'm going for sprinting speed right now. For the magazine, I got the Vandal speed reloader because we don't care about aiming speed anymore, and so we just want to go for the best one here. For the handle, I got the impact handle because it does not take away sprint out speed, and so impact handle does the most aim flinch stability. So I just went with that one because all the rest of these have sprint out speed and negative, so I want to keep that speed high. Then for stock, we got the no stock, which increases sprint out speed by 30%, so it's going to make us way faster. Now if you want the fastest gun, stats wise, then look no further than these three attachments. All you're going to need is for the underbarrel, choose the infiltrator grip. You see the speed increase at the very bottom there. For the handle, you're going to want the task force rear grip. You can see the speed increase there. And then for the stock, choose no stock. I feel like the speed bar is almost full. This is the fastest possible gun according to the game that it can possibly be. Now it does decrease a lot of this stuff, so you're going to want to put some more attachments on it to make it an actual gun that you can use. But this is the highest you can possibly get this speed bar. You cannot max it out, but you look how crazy that is. It's just all the way up there. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to. I have a lot more of these planned. I have some loadouts for the best damage, like the highest damage in one shot. I have some for the lowest speed possible. I have some for the highest accuracy possible, and it gets pretty crazy. So if you want to see more of those, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.